Welcome to part 5 of Mega Man X5. In this episode, I'm going after Izzy Glow, but first I'm going to put on the super recover that I happened to got on the last part. Even though I went through sheer and total hell with Squid Atler. Oh, and by the way, in case anybody is wondering why I'm so late with the uploads as of late, a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of unnecessary stuff, but a lot of stuff has happened. Kind of personal, but anyway... Right now, the Enigma status is at 68. We need it at 80 in order for to actually proceed on to the onto the last 4 stages of the game. Otherwise, we'll have to take on the last 4 Mavericks. We'll still have to do that anyway, but with a twist. We'll still have the time limit if we did not destroy the Enigma Cannon. So yes, Izzy Glow, did not destroy it with the Enigma Cannon, sorry. So yes, Izzy Glow. And this stage should look pretty familiar to a lot of people. Namely me. Because this area, I kid you not, is reminiscent of Dr. Cossack's castle in Mega Man 4. With a few hints of Mr. X's castle in Mega Man 6. I haven't played either of those games yet. I've only played 1, 2, 3, and 5. And go check them out, they're on my channel. But right now, Alia is pointing out the obvious again, but there's one thing she is not pointing out. You see, what's below there? But what's below there is a heart tank, but you need the golem armor to get there. There's a pit of spikes, obviously, so if you try to go there with X or any other armor... let me rephrase that. Zero or any other armor that X has, they're going to die. Plain and simple. And I'm going to so miss that dash trick after I beat the Skyver. You'll see why when I get to that point. But for right now, be careful of these platforms. While touching them will do damage, they will crush you. And crush you they shall. And nobody wants that, now do they? Thank God I have the shock buffer. Because this would be a real troublesome thing. Oh, there is one thing I forgot to mention. Oh, by the way, that needs the Quake Blazer, which I gotta get from Matt Trex. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, look at the left-hand corner of your screen. Oh, and by the way, that is exactly how you deal with the shield attackers, watching them get crushed. But anyway, what I was saying was, look at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Before Alia happened to interrupt me, being the annoying bitch that she is. You see that where it says normal? That is a meter. And why am I bringing that now? Because of that thing right there. You see, this meter will increase every time 0 and X happen to run into one of the Sigma viruses. But the effects differ. For X, if you run into enough Sigma virus where it turns your meter from normal to danger, X will lose half of his health, and on top of that, his defense will drop dramatically, as if he was unarmored X. Oh, by the way, unarmored X, if X gets infected, he will die. Plain and simple. It will just kill him quickly. Zero, on the other hand, if Zero gets infected by the Sigma virus, it's not going to damage him, but rather it's going to make him invincible and give him regeneration. Yeah, it'll be just like filling up an E-tank. I kid you not. This game is, well, one would say that this game would be more for Zero than what it is for X, but actually I beg to differ. It's a little bit harder with both of them, to say the least. So now we're just going to this hallway, which is reminiscent to, what was that? Oh yeah, Split Mushroom. And on this hallway, we'll fight these lasers. The black, laser head will actually be the weakness of this thing. And ironically enough, it can be defeated by the electric blade. But it's best to just chop them the way I'm doing them right now, because it's still going to do damage regardless. And that's all you gotta do. Well, this is a long boss. It's only level 7, by the way. It still will give you an obvious weak spot. You will have to also hang on the ropes to try to chop him, but Zero's weapon doesn't have that much range. Not until you get the Saber extension. But X will have an easy time with this boss. X can rip this boss to freaking shreds. That's what I mean, the difficulty is moderate. Because there's some enemies Zero can just annihilate, and there's some enemies X can annihilate. Oh, I went about that the wrong way. God damn it. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And that boss is dead. It was just only delaying the inevitable. So now, let's just go up the stairs and go into this teleporter. Now for the next portion, which you will have to climb up the stairs. But see these lasers here? These lasers are actually not that bad. They will do a lot of damage if you let them keep hitting you, or if you don't have the shock buffer. But you can destroy their projectiles and eventually the laser with the Crescent Blade or the Crescent Shot. And that's an important thing because here's the thing. In order to get the Dr. Light capsule up here, you not only need the Crescent Slash, which will allow Zero to double jump. X will need the jumper in order to get up here. Or at least the, no way, he will need a jumper because you gotta get the Falcon armor completed in order to use it. This is the program for the arm part of the Falcon armor. Ah, good old Dr. Light. Analyze this and upload the data to X on the main memory in the secure area. Once X uploads all 4 programs, the Falcon armor will be complete. With the arm part, X can maximize an attack with the original shot, but he cannot charge the special weapons. As this armor specializes the mobility, if he wants to enhance his attack power, he should use another armor. Please give this message to X and find Dr. Wowie. But as you heard it, X and Zero will have to find all 4 capsules in order to complete the armor, and the same thing goes for the Golem armor. The worst part is, this carries over to X6. So yeah, you won't be able to wear the armor part as soon as you get it. Which, honestly, is a shame because you could honestly use some of these armor parts. And it also is a shame that you have to waste an hour to backtrack to get them. Which is why, once I actually completely destroy the colony, I'm going to backtrack. Oh, and by the way, I just need one more, and guess what? You're about to see something awesome! Unlimited power! Oh yes! I am strong now! God damn it, Ilya, you are a buzzkill. So, now we're nearing the end of the stage. It's okay, ladies and gentlemen. This stage is really straightforward. All you're doing is just avoiding cannons, destroying them if you have to, and you're basically destroying the crushers. This stage is much easier than what we had to go through with Squid Adler. So, let's go and see Izzy Glow, shall we? Oh, by the way, he goes by the name of Firefly. Or Shining Firefly. Sorry, that's what his name is. But Izzy Glow is much better. Anyway, no, not really, it isn't. Dr. Izzy Glow, will you do us a favor? My work is not for maverick hunters. I've never trusted your approach. Therefore, I won't cooperate with you. However, I find you fascinating. No one has ever managed to analyze the infamous X and Zero. But it's too late. Soon I'll become one of the Mavericks. It's time. I'll have to learn about you through battle. Now, put me out of my misery. No problem. See, Izzy Glow would rather die than live, but despite that, he will still fall on you if you use his weakness weapon. He tends to do that. But he will disappear. He'll also fire his his Firefly laser, and he'll fire his Firefly drones, which will be easily destroyed. And also be careful, because he will sweep horizontally and vertically with his lasers if he's about to die. And as you can see here, I tore him up with the electric blade. Zero is definitely a good candidate for this battle. I mean, X can quickly finish him off too, but Zero, it does a lot. He does a lot better. Anyway, I lost rank. Crap. Just crap. But for defeating Izzy Glow, we get the Firefly laser, which, as Izzy Glow showed, he fires a drone which he can control to seek out enemies. And also, X can charge it to fire a laser. Zero, on the other hand, gets the Giga Attack, basically. That's what he gets. You just select it using the R1 and press the R2 button to activate it. Zero can feel it if he takes damage. And I got Weapons of Life, and got the laser, and I got Zero a Heart Take. See, here's the thing about this game. Considering that X will have to get most of the heart takes in this game, Zero will only be able to get 3 that I know of. Provided he has to backtrack to get 2. He can only get 3. X has to get the majority of them. So if Zero somehow gets heart tanks, by all means, let him have it. However, it may affect the game, I'm not sure, but I'll have to look into that, and when I do, I'll give you more information. But for the time being, we finished off Izzy Glow, and we've got the Enigma Cannon complete. At last, the Enigma Cannon has been completed. I just said that. It's old, but we reinforced it with some devices. It should work. Fine. Well, we're ready. Sorry it's going so slow, folks. The time has come at last. We're going to launch the Enigma. You mean fire it. The fate of the Earth depends on... Well, it depends on it, sorry. The energy, the power, the angle. Everything is clear. Alright, Blastoff! 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 One more Blastoff there, Signas. Oh. And did we make it? Did it crash? Survey says... Elliot, give us a report. Negative. We only destroyed 62%. Oh, that is bullshit! We've merely made it change orbit and delayed the time of the impact. Curses. Who hired you guys anyway? The Enigma was not successful. Oh, I was referring to the other 3, not X and Zero. No backup plan. No, but we have a backup plan. Let's concentrate on our next move. Alright. We'll execute the shuttle operation. I was about to say shuttle launch. Don't give up hope. The future of the Earth depends on us. This is our last hope. The space shuttle operation. The shuttle will approach and fly into the colony. The pilot will eject at the last minute. it's very dangerous because they could get sucked into the blast. No shit! Then why are we doing this? Oh right, to save the world. In the end, I fear that this will fail. Just like the Enigma. Oh, ye of little faith. We need to gather as many devices as we can to strengthen the shuttle's power. But the autopilot function doesn't work. And the plane is infected with the Sigma virus, remember that? Okay, gather as many devices as you can. We'll try to upgrade it from here. This is the last chance for us. I know this mission is hard for you all, but the important thing is for us to stay optimistic. You know what? The last person who said they wanted to stay optimistic, he got shot in the stomach by Dimitri. Anyway, we're basically introduced to the last half of the Mavericks, considering that we failed to fire the Enigma. Something I wanted not to happen. So, because of that, we now still have the countdown. And I'll just make an extras video, no, not an extra video, but rather not a separate, but rather a video in gathering all of the Falcon and Golem armor parts. So basically, all the parts we need is in the hands of Axel the Red, Matrex, the Skyver, and Dark Dizzy. And Dark Dizzy will be the first person we're going to be going after in Part 6. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to assemble more parts in order to save the world. So, let's go on ahead and deal with Dark Dizzy next time. And I'll see you guys then. Take care and expect more failure. Just a word of warning. Oh, and it went up an hour too. Yay!